Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amran Halim. To complete my assignment in morphology course, I'm going to explain about the material of my group that discuss about the tree diagram. On this video, I'm going to explain about the understanding of tree diagram of noun phrase, adjective phrase, preposition phrase, and verb phrase, and then how to drawing the tree diagram. So let's we start with the definition of noun phrase. So what is the noun phrase? Noun phrase is the words that work together to name a thing, person, place, an idea. So the noun phrase is consists of the obligatory and optional determination, any number of optional a, and then the optional pp or modifying s. The example of noun phrase, the sentence like this, such as like a brown fox jumped over the lazy duck. The brown fox jumped over the lazy duck. On this sentence, the noun phrase is the subject, but in the other words, it's about the quick brown fox. But instead of just saying fox, the rest of the noun phrase work to describe it. So that's we call noun phrase. The noun phrase have several parts like noun. Noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. And then modifier article. Modifier article is always connect to a noun, and from the origin of a noun, such as like this. In the title of story, for the example, the twilight, and then for a thing like an apple, a book, or etc. And the third modifier adjective is adjective, a word that describe noun and pronouns. The sentence that the adjective is that the word describe nouns and or pronouns. For the example, many people want to live quiet, peaceful lives. Quiet and peaceful is adjective, and adjective modifies the noun lives that describe what kind of lives people want. And then modifier propositional phrase. A propositional phrase is a group of words that begin with a proposition and ends with an object. They add details such as where something is or when event occur. The example is the box in the attic is full of memories. This noun phrase includes the propositional phrase in the attic. It is giving you a detail about the noun box. What is located? The noun phrase in the example is the subject of the sentence. And determiner. Determiner is a word that clarifies a noun. It is used to differentiate between similar nouns. For the example, such as like which is, how many, how much, that the determiners answer question. And I give the sentence, the example of sentence. Those people are so friendly. Those tell us which people are friendly. The noun phrase those people is the subject of the sentence. And then now type of noun phrase. Noun phrase can be as a subject, as a complement, as a direct object, and then as an direct object. So let's be talking about the noun phrase as a subject. The example of sentence like this: very few giant panda remains in the wild. The sentence is clearly about the small numbers of wild panda, and so very few giant panda is the subject of the sentence. And then noun phrase a complement. A complement restates or gives more information about a noun. It always follows a state of being verb. For the example, a sailor's best friend is a wide open sea. The noun phrase a wide open sea gives us more information about the sailor's best friend, the sea. Therefore, it acts as complement to the noun phrase. best friend. So noun phrase as a direct object. A direct object is the noun or pronoun that receives the action of verb. The example is grandma cooked a meal for 10 people. Grandma cooked a meal for 10 people. Even though there were only 4 of us, the verb in the sentence is cook. The object is being cooked is a meal. The rest of phrase for 10 people. Create a noun phrase that act as direct object. Noun phrase as an indirect object. An indirect object receives the direct object. Indirect object receives the direct object. Example: Trudy gave her hungry crying baby a bottle. The noun phrase answers the question, who did Trudy give the bottle to? The phrase her hungry crying baby is indirect object because it received the bottle. It's direct object because it is receiving the action gave. So isn't clear. We need other action to complete noun phrase as indirection object. And then second, verb phrase. Okay, verb phrase is the part of sentence that contain a main verb and all of its helpers or auxiliary verbs. A verb phrase is the part of a sentence that contains a main verb and all of its helper or auxiliary verbs. In order to be complete, every sentence needs at least one verb. The verb can be an action verb running, sing, play, climb, or a linking verb. Seems, look, from, be. So the example of the example of the verb phrase. The example of verb phrase, I give the sentence: Jacob is playing his video game. The sentence uses two verbs, is and playing. In this case, the main verb is playing. Is a form of be. Is an auxiliary verb that is helping the main verb playing provide more information about when the action occurs. Together, the verb phrase is playing. The verb phrase is and playing tells readers that the action playing the video game is happening right now. And then adjective phrase. Adjective phrase is a group of words that function as an adjective in a sentence. For the example, she had extremely menacing eyes. In the sentence, extremely menacing is called adjective phrase and eyes as a noun. Adjective phrase modifies to noun. So the explanation is adjective head word may be accompanied by be attribute by modifiers, determiners, and or qualifiers, also known as an adjectival phrase. Last, the fourth point, prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase is a part of a sentence that consists of one preposition and the object. One preposition and the object. It affects the object of a prepositional phrase can be either a noun, gerund, or clause. For the example, she caught the bus on time. On time is the prepositional phrase. It consists of preposition on and a noun as a time. So there is three preposition: on, time, on, and a time. So let's going next to the discuss about drawing the tree diagram. So how to drawing the diagram? So we start to the definition of the tree diagram first. The tree diagram is a tool. Diagram is a tool used to divide large categories into smaller or more detailed levels. That's tree diagram. In a tree diagram, a sentence is divided into two parts, a subject and predicate. They are made up of noun phrase or verb phrase. These are a group of words that include a noun or verb and any word that add as modifiers. The subject is a noun phrase while a predicate is usually a verb. So for the example sentence is the dog ate the bone. So on the sentence is broken down into a subject and predicate. The subject is a noun phrase that consists of the indeterminate article the, and the noun dog, the and dog, as the noun phrase. The predicate is more complex as it consists of both a verb and noun. In the predicate, it consists of both noun and verb. The verb is ate, the verb is ate, and the noun phrase is the bone, and the noun phrase the indefinite article and bone as a noun. So there is three: ate, the, and bone. Ate as the verb, the as the indefinite article, and bone as a noun. So you can see the three diagrams use minimal symbols and little complex jargon, yet clearly illustrated how each of these words relate to and depend upon each other. So there are any question that from the sentence. So that's we can drawing the diagram like the example beside me. So the conclusion: a noun phrase is a group of words that work together to name and describe a person, place, thing, or idea. A verb phrase is the part of a sentence that contains a main verb and all of its helper or auxiliary verbs. An adjective phrase is a group of words that function as an adjective in a sentence, and a prepositional phrase is a part of a sentence that consists of one preposition and the object it affects. And the diagram is a tool that used to divide large categories into smaller or more detailed levels. So that's my explanation about my material, about my group material. If there is any mistake, please give me apologize. Thank you. I hope it can make a benefit to anyone who watched it. Last, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.